What's up? alexy1 playing attack2mateU. Ras van Preotu. And we seem to be getting a lot of Sicilians lately. It's not so strange, since it's obviously one of the most popular openings. The Najdorf as well. Yeah, now I think I play knight de2 here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. So the main move here is either taking or bishop g2. I don't really remember, but I know I've seen this knight de2 here, which is actually pretty decent, and it's a side variation of this side variation, so it's pretty nice. Also, it's a small plus, if I remember correctly, but I do need to remember where to put my bishop, because in one variation you put it on f4 and in the other on e3, and I think we put it on e3 here. Just aim at this b6 square. And so it's an interesting position actually. We're always gonna win a pawn back. He could defend with f4, f5, but then his king side is way too weak. So, well, we could also castle here. Trying to go for attack instead of just regaining the pawn, which I'm gonna do anyways. In the worst case, I can go knight g3 here. I can even go b4, but I doubt that's good. But bishop f4 is definitely the alternative here, because he has to move to b6 probably. I think this is fine. He doesn't want to jump in this diagonal, so he doesn't want to go to c6. And now maybe we can even do something drastic like this, just trying to keep his position closed. It's hard for him to develop now, since both his bishops are pinned. I actually don't even see a nice move for him here. Well, I thought maybe just rook d1 here. Now we're threatening to take on d7. If we check, then he goes back to c7, but then we can take, so this is over, I guess. Yeah. So, pretty sweet and short game. I'm gonna take a look at this h3 line here, which is pretty fun. So yeah, the Sicilian, we all know this. This is Sicilian with d6, so now it transposes either to a classical. It can still transpose into some sort of Sveshnikov, and also a Najdorf. So after a6 is the Najdorf. Knight c6 would be the classical, and e5 here is bad actually. So yeah, g6 is also possible. Then it's a dragon. But yeah, people nowadays mostly play this. And this h3, which is pretty common lately. Like the past few years, this was really popular. And one of the ideas is just to put, well, that's just kind of our setup. We're gonna go g4 mostly, and then bishop g2, castle, and if we can, just bishop e3, queen e2, and put our rooks in normal squares, and then we'll see what black does. If we have the chance, we can even go f4, just push and get some space advantage. So one of the moves they try here is h5, just keeping this g4 out, and then we're gonna go g3. Another move here is e5, also g6 is a move, and knight c6, and e6, which you played, g4, d5. Yeah, like I said, I think the main theory is taking here, and then playing knight de2, but then you can go bishop e4, and I don't quite remember why this is so not as special for white, but I think think taking here, but maybe castling first and then taking on c3. I don't know. Either way, this line isn't enough for an advantage, I think. I might be wrong. But I like this move here. And it's more complicated since you're hanging the c4 pawn all the time. But I think if he takes here, then we have to put our bishop on f4. Whereas in the other line we put it on e3. And that was what I was saying during the game as well. Yeah, it's kind of strange why you're not supposed to put it on e3 here. But yeah, I know for a fact that this is, well, although the engine says bishop e3 here now. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe bishop e3 here is also fine. I think in my file which I made regarding this opening, I had to put my bishop on e3 here and f4 on the other line. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. So it's interesting. He can't really defend this pawn, since his king would become an issue here. We get extra options of bishop f4 now, and also knight c3, knight d5. And worst case, we're gonna play f3. We'll be down a pawn, but then our bishops are monsters. Like if we go f3 and he takes, bishop takes, then this bishop on f3 is looking towards his king, whereas my other bishop will also look at his king, and he's underdeveloped here for sure. And that's one of the keys here as well, because we have these three nice pieces and he's got no development. We're gonna castle long and get an active rook, or just ahead in development. So this is a nice line. And Hinson likes f5 here actually. Yeah, maybe it's wrong here for him. I don't think king c7 is in my file. I think it's something like g6 and bishop g7. Now knight d7, bishop g2, and then bishop g7 or something. No, it's not this. As you can see, all these lines, they're pretty good for white. The engine keeps going towards +1 after black makes normal moves, so it has to be really precise here. And this is not what you want with black. Yeah, this might be the move actually. That might be the best way to handle this. Yeah, and then king c7, bishop g2, and then bishop d7, I think. Yeah. So if you take on e4 now, then bishop c6 would come, and then black is fine. So you should double in the d file, but it's an interesting game now. So bishop b4 is the critical move here. Instead he went for something like this, and well, now bishop f4 seems to win. Seems to be very good, at least. The engine says he has to go f5, but I doubt this is anything also. It just feels so natural. His king is here, his bishops are not developed, his rooks aren't developed. We can even go f3 here. I mean, this is not a position you want with black. Your king all in the open, and although the queens are off, the king is still in a lot of danger. This position with queens on is even worse for black, but yeah, with queens off it's also still very good for white. Instead he went knight c5 and then bishop f4. Yeah, rook d8. We could also go something like knight c3, but rook d8 is just binds him. His rook can't really move, his bishop can't move, this bishop can't move, and this rook can't move. Also, he can't really attack my rook, since this bishop here on f4 is doing his job, so I don't even see a real plan here for him. And I guess the longer you'll have an engine look at this, the longer, well, evaluation keeps going up, so I think we should be close to winning here. Knight d7 doesn't work because of this move. For one, it's the most natural move here for sure. We're just trying to take that thing. And he went e5 if I remember correctly. And then check and take, and it's done, since we're just gonna win this one. And although he can go something like bishop c8, this rook is never in danger of getting captured. For one, we can just take on e4. And now a3. And we're trying to get our knight to d5 here. This is horrible for black. Oh, I have to watch out for one trick. So king e1 or something. This is just hopeless. We're a piece up, and material is very useful in this position. Probably bishop f5 wins immediately as well. Just going into this ending. Yeah, he was right to resign here. There's no way for him to win here. I would try to play something like bishop c6 and b6 or something, and hope for some trap, but not gonna happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Short game, but pretty instructive for the opening, I guess. See you guys next time. Bye bye.